Hello, everyone. It's me, Black Knight Leader, and today we're going to be finishing the Nightmare Knights comic book series. It's going to be really cool. I was supposed to come on at 4. I'm very, very sorry about not being on. Had some power issues, so not going to be possible to be able to do the things that you want to do if you're having an issue with your power. Now, that being said, I'm extremely excited today, and I also forgot today is Mother's Day, so I'll forgive everyone that doesn't show up for this. But this is going to be really cool, and of course I'm going to make clips out of this, so you're not going to be missing too much. But yeah, I can't wait for this. And but before I start, for today's collection of Hasbro awesomeness, we have all of G.I. Joe's Navy SEAL sitting here: Wetsuit Deep Six and Lieutenant Torpedo. And as you might be able to tell, it's the same mold, but you know what? Who cares? I love Navy SEALs, and the more the merrier. And we got Captain Ace right there. We have a Nightmare Knights, Princess Luna with a Bat Pony Guard. Could be Echo or Nocturne, not sure. We also have a Princess Luna from a very exclusive British comic book series. Magazine series. Very hard to get. And we have a normal version of the Funko Pop Spike. I think just Funko, not Funko Pop. Normal one. Last time it was a limited edition glitter one. We still got the fully grown armored Spike, which is still my favorite one. The coolest one, obviously. We got G2 Bruticus. He is ready and he's angry. And we also have a Sky Striker, which is basically a United States Navy F-14 Tomcat. This thing's wicked, and also has a Steel Legion figurine that I created myself, and my best friend's right there, the gold one, which is extremely rare. But these F-14 Tomcats, anything F-14 Tomcat related, I gotta have it. It's really cool. Got a Killer Whale Squadron emblem on the back of it. Hope you can see it. If not, well, you can just take my word for it. But yeah, I really love this thing. It is really, really cool. Anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here for Nightmare Knights. So, to catch up with what happened before, Princess Luna was in the dream realm, saw her sister being attacked, and an alternate version of herself. And the alternate version of her sister was abducted. So she tried to do something about it. And she went into a different reality, different dimension, a horrifying dimension. It was conquered by the alternate universe's Stygian. Pony of Shadows. He is way more dangerous than the normal version that we've seen in the TV show. He has collapsed and conquered multiple planets, possibly whole universes. He's definitely on Thanos' league of dangerousness and power. A phrase I just made up myself. But, excluding that, so she had lost her power. It was a trap. And so she has to organize a team of previous villains that want to be heroes or are heroes or are reformed in some degree, to go and steal her powers back while also dealing with a multitude of villains that are also in this evil kingdom, which no longer has the alternate universe's Pony of Shadows. It's run by Discords, not the information messaging page, but Discord's cousin, and she's much more malevolent. Sorry, not maleficent. She's much more malevolent, way more dangerous, hostile. And the fact that the alternate universe's Pony of Shadows can deal with her and multiple different versions of her, because if you go by the video game version, he's at least conquered, I don't know, countless versions of her. The fact that they can go toe to toe is a testament to how powerful he is, but because, both of them, Discord and his cousin, Discord and his cousin are in Q's league of abilities and power, and it's very bad time. Well, turns out that she was ready for them, despite how cleverly planned Luna's team concocted to get her powers back and deal with the multitude of villains there. And it's a multiverse full of villains, multiple different versions of villains that are wanting to buy Luna's powers. Because the power of dream magic is incredibly powerful. Again, I would argue that dream magic is just as powerful, if not slightly more powerful, than all the Infinity Stones. Only drawback to dream magic is the warm-up time. And that is where we left off. Things had gone wrong. But hopefully, after Luna was able to save her sister. No, she didn't save her sister. Great. Why do I always forget her name? She was the henchman for the main villain in the MLP movie. Always forget her name. Her alternate ego in this is really cool. She's the one with the broken horn. She helped Daybreaker become Celestia, mentally, slightly. And that's where we left off. And we're about to see what happens next. Okay, I'm going to get the comic book out. Here we go. This is going to be amazing. This is the cover art, another C variant cover art for issue 5. Feast your eyes on this epicness. You got Daybreaker. And Princess Luna. Queen of Hearts. Kind of fitting. Actually, it wouldn't be. I guess that would be Princess Cadence when she becomes a queen. I don't know why she's not a queen yet, but technically you would think she should be. So I hope you guys are ready for this. And again, this is the only time I'm ever going to open this up since it's a C variant. From here on out, when I read these, it's going to be the A variants. Or if they have a collection, hardcover collection of all the stories, I'll read it that way. So here we go, very carefully. And right here you can see the A, B, and C variant covers. That's the pony I was talking about that helped Daybreaker somewhat become Celestia again. The A variant cover is my second favorite one. B variant's meh. The B's mostly are hit or miss for me, but the C's have been excellent. And as we can see right here, Discord's cousin was not prepared for Daybreaker to break her chains. Not a good sign for her. Okay, so from the top, let's do this. You know, Eris, we may look pretty different on the outside, but you and I actually are very similar. Really? The Queen of Chance and a street cat are very similar? How's that? These ponies, they've never really had it bad. I lived under the Storm King. He destroyed my town. I lost my family. Friendship isn't going to fix that. I stayed alive and healthy because I lived by my wits. I rolled with the punches. When things got tough, I knew how to create a little chaos. But the Storm King, he had an iron fist like your pony of shadows. He didn't appreciate the finer points of chaos. The more he squeezed, the faster it all slipped through his fingers. Heck, if he had treated old Tempest better, he might not be groveling now. Just like me. You bided your time. You kept your cards close to your chest. And when you got your chance, not only did you seize it, clap. You created a whole castle full of misdirection. Okay, I think I'm supposed to read this one next. No, never mind. A very nice trick. How did you do it? Come on now. You know a cat can't tell his secrets. Very well, keep them. You're sure your friends will be coming here? I'd have thought they would have arrived by now. You clearly don't know Luna very well. I'm sure she found old Stygian where you left him and is racking her little brain about how to save him. The guilty always are the most hopeless when it comes to saving others. Wouldn't you agree, Caper? Hmm. Well, yeah, I reckon I would. Here's Luna. Celestia? No. I love the art in this. This was our issue before. I do not know this name. My name is, and as far back as I can remember, has always been Daybreaker. Oh, but I did have a sister once. Her name was Nightmare Moon. She was the fiercest and most loyal of sisters. I am afraid I failed her. And I'm afraid I failed her when it mattered most. Does that name, Nightmare Moon, mean anything to you? Sorry for the glare. Stygian. I would do it myself, but I'm still low on magic. You remember the armor, though, don't you? Coming up. Did she look anything like this? Again, this art looks amazing. I really love this. You look just like her. Told you. Oh, yeah, her name's Tempest Shadow. I just remembered it. I was her once. Then my sister Celestia recruited a group of young ponies to help save me from the darkness. We won't have much time. She has eyes everywhere. If she sees us talking, I have to get out of here. Daybreaker. I'm sorry to ask you this. I know it might end up causing you pain. However, before we leave, we need to retrieve something from Eris' suit. That's where Eris is. And now that oh, she has your powers, that's what you want back. I can't let those powers fall into the hands of any of the villains. She can't. She wants me to take you there. Getting you there should be easy, but after that, leave that to us. Finally, it looks like Daybreaker has the little Soiree moving along. Soon I'll crush these ponies under my talons, and you and I can get to doing some proper mischief. Kitten, I'm bored. Do another trick for me. Another one? Unless you want to go back to having eternal nightmares, yes. Okay, yeah, sure. Another trick. Quickly. I need to prepare for decimating a princess and her. Who, who am I kidding? I'm just going to have Luna's sister barbecue them all and call it a day. Ooh, that's pretty brutal. Ah, rats. I had the best card trick. Thwomp. I hate card tricks. I run a casino. Do the other one again. I want to figure out how it works. Okay, yeah, no problem, princess. Here's the poker chip. See it? Yes. Now do the trick. Watch closely as I make something disappear right before your eyes. Flip. Oh, shoot. Okay, I got it. What? Oof. Oh, no, 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 no. He falls over, slips, falls on his back. Things are not going well for Caper. Watch out for the staff. I'm supposed to be selling that thing tonight. The, that power is irreplaceable. If you broke that staff, I'd throw you from the top of the castle. Well, I see if you land on your feet then. Oh, we'll see if you land on your feet then. Please, Your Majesty, I'm sorry. You see, I was under a lot of pressure and I got nervous and. Silence! Perhaps cats really are lucky. It looks like everything is working. Now, to determine your punish. My my princess. Oh, this is not good. I have captured the last of the invaders. There's poor Luna, Trixie, Tempest Shadow. Oh, and Stygian. There is something to this cats and luck thing. Perhaps you'll have a chance to redeem yourself yet. Yes, Princess. Princess Luna, you have been in an interesting conundrum for me. I've stolen plenty of things from powerful ponies before, even auctioned them off. But never have I met a pony fool enough to come here to my realm to steal them back. It's almost enough to make me like you. Almost. Man, I can't wait to see what happens next. But of course, I can't have every 2-bit princess from every world showing up here and demanding I return their magic or their staff or their pet poodle. So I'm faced with a dilemma of how best to make an example of you. Oh, come on. Listen, take it from somebody who used to be a villain. Moggling just wastes everyone's time. Monologuing wastes everyone's time. If you're going to do something nefarious, let's skip to that. You know what? The surly purple one is right. Daybreaker, burn them all. Ooh, this is not good. This is not good one bit. We'll see what happens. No. What do you mean, no? The Pony of Shadows already forced me to betray my sister once. I won't do it again, for you. Oh, this gooey sentimentality. I was pretty sure you hadn't recognized her. She's not the same pony she once was. Daybreaker, come on. You're a weapon. You're meant to destroy weak ponies like this, not to get all sappy. All that is done. I'm done working for you. I'm my own pony from now on. A pretty sentiment. I wonder how long I'll need to shock you for you to realize how wrong you are. Click. And in shock, she sees nothing happens. Pathetic. Come on, you wretched contraption. Why won't you work? You know, for a creature so practiced in deception, you are quite bad at recognizing it. Clank, all their chains and harnesses break. Hopefully, we're going to get an epic fight right here. Either way, this art looks amazing, and the story has been really good so far. My collar, how? Well, I knew that if the collar got hot enough, the metal would melt, but your spell kept me from using my own magic on it. So I needed a pony with extremely strong offensive magic who could melt it for me. I hadn't intended to do anything about it, but then when I interrogated Tempest, she told me that in her world I was a princess and Luna was my sister. Even then, I knew you would see me, my every move when I left the security room, so I couldn't think of a way to get the collar off and get to you without you noticing, until you dropped a powerful illusionist, right? Um, you know what? I'm gonna let you finish your speech. You're doing great. Oh, darn, I missed a panel. Sorry about that. That's great and powerful, not just powerful. It's about branding. You see, the great and powerful Trixie just has a certain, and then, yeah, they're staring at her like, you know what? I'm going to let you finish your speech. You're doing great. So I had the illusionist make me a fake collar just so I could get close enough to do it. This. And now they're having a magical duel, and it looks epic. She's too strong. This must be so disappointing for you. All of these years of plotting your treachery only to fall short because of your own weakness. Except she has something you haven't got. Dun, dun, dun. She has friends on her side. Cue epic battle music. Which looks exactly like what they're doing. They're all firing magical bolts at her or an item. I'm not sure. Looks cool though. You really think your troops of broken and deranged ponies can defeat a goddess of chaos? You don't understand chaos. But that's all right. You don't have to understand right now. You have an eternity of nightmares to figure it out. Not good. Daybreaker, no! Luna stops in between them to prevent them from from using her magic on Daybreaker and the rest of the team. Huh? Bubble spray. What are you doing? Come on, you. Yawn. You know, this is really disappointing. I thought this was going to be the highlight of the whole adventure. What are you talking about? The lovable rogue turns on his friends when the chips are down. Every pony questions his loyalty. Blah, blah, blah. Good story stuff. Then, when all is lost, the villain tries to use her staff and it doesn't work. So she removes the sphere to see what's wrong. Go ahead. This is the best part. She's like, what the heck is going on? What? It's just a cheap globe from Hot Topic. No! Ta da! Except you guys had to go and do what you always do, redeem a bad guy. I don't know why I'm even surprised. Then you march in here with the literal power of the sun, and suddenly a little sleight of hand doesn't seem to so impressive. Doesn't seem to impress, or doesn't seem so impressive. Anyway, here's a sphere with your magic in it. Picked it up. I picked up one in the mess downstairs and switched it out when she thought I was on her side. And he throws it at Luna, and she's getting her magical powers back, which looks really cool. This whole thing's been really cool, actually. Oh, yes, this is much better. No! She screams. And the staff completely is obliterated by Luna getting her magic back. She may have used some kind of repulse spell to cause that. Please, princess, you don't want to hurt me. You summoned me here by invading the dreams of my friend. You pretended to be the Pony of Shadows. I'm just the goddess of chaos. I'm just doing what's in my nature. You tried to destroy my friends and my sister. Please, I've learned my lesson. See, I'm a victim here too. The Pony of Shadows had me locked up for centuries. It drove me mad. Please, O merciful princess. Eris, I do not want to hurt you. Did I just miss something? No. Whoosh. Giant fire. Crash. It looks like she's completely on fire. Oh, she actually brought the sun down in the middle of all the kingdoms. Daybreaker's like, I do. Everyone's really worried. Do you know that collar kept me from accessing the power to control the sun? It takes a little while to raise it when you haven't done it in centuries, but it's dawn now. Sister, are you okay? Absolutely. I should have listened to you. I mean, Nightmare Moon. The first time, with both our powers, we could have destroyed the Pony of Shadows. It's good to see you restored. Perhaps you can come home with us and meet Celestia, or we could find your original reality and Luna. You misunderstand me. I do not wish to leave this place. I rule here now. I appreciate your assistance. I could not have freed myself without you, which is why I'm allowing you to leave. Everyone's extremely worried right now, which, I would be too. Looks like Discord's cousin was not the final boss, if this is turning out the way I think it is. But should you or any of your friends enter this world again, I will not be so generous. But Daybreaker, I felt like we connected. Were your feelings for your sister a lie? I cared a great deal for my sister. She was a ruthless conqueror with a sharp wit. You, Luna, merely look like her, but you are not half the pony Nightmare Moon was. I was weak and I needed your assistance. I said what was necessary to attain it, but I am weak no longer. I see. Man, I hope Luna does something to stop her because this is not good. Dear sister, I'm writing you this letter, though I have no intention of ever showing it to you. I think perhaps it's best if I don't share this adventure with you. Long ago, you were faced with the terrible duty of fighting your own sister. I've always wondered what that must have felt like for you. I think I got a little taste of it today. We can support those we care for. We can nudge them toward the right choice. We can stand up for them when they are in trouble. But we cannot force them to make the right choices. We cannot force them to be good. Instead, we must form new friendships with those we meet on our new paths. We create our own families, as you've done with Twilight and Cadence. And we remain grateful for those who stand by us, who have supported us, even when we were at our worst. Sister, oh my Luna, what brought this on? And hope that those who have taken different paths someday find their way back to us. Why must I have a reason, Celestia? Can it not simply be that I love you? Well, I suppose it can. I love you too, Luna. The end. And that was the end of the Nightmare Nights comic book. And it was extremely good. The fight in it was very interesting. The only thing I would have done differently was have Luna confront Nightmare Moon. I mean, Daybreaker. That's my only issue. To let her go, I think is a mistake. At the same time, though, I mean, the whole realm has access to the multiverse with villains and such in it. So I guess it wouldn't matter. Daybreaker would just be replaced by a multitude of other villains and perhaps another Daybreaker herself. It feels weird that it ends abruptly like that, though. That's why I kept checking it. Okay, so I was just checking to make sure. Yeah, so they're removing a piece of the mirror right there just so no one can go through it, at least to that realm ever again. But yeah, so I feel like this should have been more comics. There should have been more comics for this series. This is a pretty big event. at least maybe 10 episodes to this. And the the build up to the fighting and parts of the fighting were excellent. I just feel like they should have shown more with it. Wish we could have seen some more Luna action. It was interesting that when Luna got her magic back, that Discord's cousin was terrified of her. She wasn't terrified of all the other ones, including Daybreaker. Granted, Daybreaker did show that she was powerful enough to destroy her, or at least banish her, but I think she destroyed her. Um, but I wish we could have seen Luna actually fight more. It was cool that she shattered Discord's cousin's staff. That's awesome. Then again, this episode was about all the characters doing their parts, and in this, it was showing Luna's leadership and her kindness, which is something good to see. We constantly see it, and we're seeing her struggle with their issues that she's had in multiple stories, which she hasn't truly gotten over Nightmare Moon. But she always cares for her sister, and to the point that she would even go into the multiverse to take care of another character that is technically not her sister, even though it appears to be. I mean, it's an alternate version of her sister. It's technically, it is and it isn't her. In the end, I wouldn't count it as being her sister though, but it's very close, and it's kind of interesting to see that in this universe, her the alternate universe version of Celestia, aka Daybreaker, didn't have that same sentiment. But if I were to rate this based off all the artwork, the story that we got, the action in it, I want to give it a perfect 10 out of 10. I really do. Just because how amazing this is. But again, this story feels like it should have been more comic book. It should have had more comic book issues in it. And I feel like some of the action was cut short. So I have to give this a 9 or an 8 out of 10. But at the same time, personally, this is one of my absolute favorite comics series. The artwork, like I said, and the colorization, the inking, it's all perfect. It's all amazing. I really love it. Um, I just wish we could have had more action, and then letting Daybreaker go. It feels a little bit strange. Anyway, that is the story. Next, I will be taking a look at the MLP crossing over with Transformers, which is going to be really, really cool. Not sure if I'll live stream that one though. But I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you're having a good week. And I wish you a happy Mother's Day, because this is Mother's Day. And peace be with you all.